Alright guys, welcome back to another video. It's your boy Rocks, and I think you guys already know what prediction video I'm gonna make today. It is the return of Conor McGregor! Don't worry, Michael Chandler ain't actually here, dude. Unfortunately, he did not get the fight. But yes, it is the return of Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway 2. So they're going to be fighting at welterweight. That's going to be pretty interesting. We'll talk about that fight more later. But first, we're going to start off with my early predictions, or my prelim predictions, I guess. And then we'll move on to the main card, and then I will give you my prediction on the main event. But either way, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and let me know your thoughts below on who you think is going to win and stuff. But either way, moving on to the very first fight of the card. And it's already starting off with a banger. Cody Durden versus Alessandro Costa. I'm going to have to go with Alessandro Costa by knockout. Cody Durden did impress me with his last win over Rafael Filho, but I mean, Alessandro Costa's been knocking dudes out, dude. Like he's been absolutely knocking them out in his like past few fights. So I think I'm gonna go with Alessandro Costa. I think he is coming in a couple weeks' notice or something like that. He is a short notice replacement, but I'd rather go with someone that's been knocking his competition clean out than Cody Durden, which has had kind of a rocky career. He's had a couple of wins, couple of questionable losses, but yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with Alessandro Costa for this one. I'm gonna say he gets the KO in the second round. I think Cody Durden is gonna be a tough out in the first round at least. Once he starts getting hit to the body, because Alessandro Costa likes to go to the body. Once he starts getting hit to the body, I think he's gonna go down. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna go with Alessandro Costa to win this by TKO in the second round. I'm gonna call body shot TKO. That's what's gonna happen. All right, next up we got Ryan Gondra versus Zachary Reese. So Ryan Gondra, I'm pretty sure his UFC debut, if I'm correct. Oh no, he already knocked out Jose Medina, and then he also won in the Contender Series. So he's had one fight technically in the UFC. He's 9-1 from Brazil. He's 31 years old. I think I'm gonna have to go with Ryan Gondra, dude. Like, if he's been knocking dudes out, okay, so he knocked out Jose Medina. I think I remember that. Trent Miller, TKO. Vladimir Calvo, TKO. So yeah, he's been knocking dudes out. He's been finishing fights. And then Zachary Reese, even though he should have won his last fight, he should be basically win, draw, win-loss. But I don't know, he kind of got robbed by Michel Pereira, in my opinion. It was a close fight, I get it, but I think Zachary Reese still pushed the pace more than him and landed better shots. I didn't really see Michel Pereira doing much, but either way, I think Ryan Gondra can get this done by knockout. I don't rate Zachary Reese super duper high. Like, he's a decent opponent, but I think they gave Ryan Gondra Zach Reese for a reason. They kind of want to make this a highlight reel TKO, I guess. And yeah, if I remember correctly, also Zachary Reese fought Jose Medina and won, like, by decision, something like that. But he did fight Jose Medina, I'm pretty sure, and took him to decision, whereas Ryan Gondra straight up just knocked him out. So I think I'm gonna have to go with Ryan Gondra by TKO in the first round. Zachary Reese is gonna make it kind of tough in the first couple of minutes, but I think as soon as he does get hit by the first big shot, he's gonna go down. So Ryan Gondra TKO first round. That's my official prediction. Now we got Farid Basharat versus John Garza. I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be Farid Basharat versus Ethan Ewing, so John Garza is a short notice replacement. It's gonna be his UFC debut, and for that I'm gonna have to go with Farid Basharat. Obviously, I haven't really seen anything of John Garza, and I mean he's TKO'd most of his opponents. That's not true. He also went in some decisions, but Farid Basharat obviously has been fighting in the UFC, so I mean he was supposed to face Ethan Ewing, which I would have picked Ethan Ewing, but now that he's facing basically this guy making his UFC debut and he's getting Farid Basharat, I mean the logical answer is Farid Basharat's gonna win this. I don't know if he does get a finish or not. I don't know how good John Garza is. Technically, he is 6-1 in MMA, so he might just be good. Because, I mean, today's prospects, they don't need to go through that many fights in order to be in like such high of a level, if you know what I mean. So he might survive to a decision, he might not. But I think the safe answer would be that, I don't know, Basharat gets a decision. I think that's my official prediction, but we'll see what happens. Alright. Damian Pinas versus Cesar Almeida. My boy Damian Pinas. Okay, I think Damian is gonna win by knockout, dude. Like, Cesar Almeida, he is getting old, dude. He's 38 years old. Damian Pinas is 24 years old. He's young, strong, freaking big. You know, he's gonna unleash shots all over Cesar Almeida's face. So I think the first big shot that Damian Pinas lands on Cesar Almeida is gonna start basically the downtrend of everything. Damian Pinas is a pretty good prospect. So I think I rate him fairly high up there. Maybe not too high. He might get just like bottom, like top 15, I guess, if that makes sense. Like he'll be like near the bottom of the top 15, but I don't think he'll get much higher than that. But we'll see. He's explosive. His last fight he won against Jackson McVeigh. No, Wes Schultz. So that was all right. I mean, Wes Schultz isn't that good of a fighter, I'd say, but I mean, knocking him out like that is still pretty impressive, dude. And he's been knocking out most of his opponents, so I'm gonna have to go with Damian Pinas to get Cesar Almeida out of there. I'd say second round knockout. I think Cesar Almeida can survive a round, but once he starts to get a little bit tired, I think that's when he's gonna get caught. So that's my official prediction. Next up, Tracy Cortez versus Wang Kong, however you want to say it, the Jonkler. Alright, I'm gonna have to go with Wang Kong, dude. Honestly, the only reason I'm going with Wang Kong is because she's beat Valentina Shevchenko, and I'm pretty sure it was kickboxing. So I mean, if you're beating Valentina Shevchenko at kickboxing, you're pretty good, dude. And she's on a 3-fight win streak right now. Freaking Tracy Cortez is coming off a kind of embarrassing loss, but I mean, I think I rate Kong Wang pretty high, dude. I think this is gonna be her show out match, I guess. It'll show that she's improved in all the aspects that she needs to improve on, like her ground game and everything, so that she can get a title shot hopefully in the next few fights. But we'll see. Wang Kong by decision, I'd say, is the safest I guess prediction for this. Yeah, Wang Kong, she's a little bit older, but I still think she's just getting into her prime, and I don't think Tracy Cortez is too, like, I don't think she's super serious about MMA. Like, dude, she was wearing fake eyelashes in that one fight. I don't know if y'all seen that, but That joke was so funny, dude. Her fake eyelash literally got punched off. That Either way, Wang Kong by decision. I think that's the safest prediction. All right. Next up, we got Kai Kamaka III versus Luke Riley. The one, the only. Scousers don't get knocked out. Luke Riley. Honestly, this is a pretty tough fight for Luke Riley, dude. Cause Kai Kamaka is he's pretty decent, I'd say. He's not crazy good, but he's decent, and he's got a lot of experience. So, it's kind of tough to say, but I think Kai Kamaka is gonna be able to survive to a decision, which ultimately means I'm saying that Luke Riley's gonna win the decision. Cause yeah, Kai Kamaka's good and everything, but I feel like even though he is a tough out, he is there to be hit a lot sometimes, and I think Luke Riley is gonna take advantage of that. He's gonna either be able to rock him really bad and get him out of there, or just be able to tag him up all 3 rounds. And I think the more likely outcome is that he does tag him up all 3 rounds and wins a pretty comfortable decision. But I don't think it should be a -300 favorite type of matchup. I think there's like a 65% chance Luke Riley wins. I'm not super confident, but I think he has the tools in the bag to be able to get Kai Kamaka out of there. Or at least get him good enough to win a pretty good decision. It won't be close, but we'll see. I think Kai Kamaka is gonna be a little bit of a tough out, so we'll say Riley by decision. He's gonna win this one. All right. Next up, we got Cody Garbrandt versus Adrian Yanez. Now, Adrian Yanez is coming off one of the worst freaking decisions in UFC history. He clearly won that fight against I think it was Ricky Simone, and he got robbed badly, dude. He got robbed badly in that fight. He won those last 2 rounds. Ricky Simone won the first one, whatever, but he rocked Ricky Simone in the second round and then almost finished him in the 3rd round, and you're gonna tell me that was a draw? That was some bullshit. But either way, I think Adrian Yanez is kind of catching the second wind right now. His last performance was really showing of that, because he looked on point. He was tagging up Ricky Simone hard, and I like that boxing, dude. I like that boxing against an older Cody Garbrandt. Cody Garbrandt now 35 years old. He's dude. Cody Garbrandt was once he was once seen as untouchable, dude, at one point, and now he's all the way down here, bro. He's getting a robbery victory over Rongju because Rongju doesn't know how to stop fucking fouling, dude. But either way, I think Cody Garbrandt is gonna get knocked out this fight. I know it hasn't happened in a while, and he hasn't shown too many signs of being chinny, but Adrian Yanez, the way he was looking in that Ricky Simone fight, dude, I think if he connects that cleanly against Cody Garbrandt, I think he's gonna go out. I don't think Cody's gonna be able to survive a full Adrian Yanez combo straight to the chin. I don't think he has that type of chin. We've seen it historically before. I mean, he got knocked out by Kai Kara France, dude. So, Kai Kara France does hit hard, but still. We'll see. I think Adrian Yanez has the tools in the bag to be able to knock out Cody. So, I'm going to say 2nd round knockout for Adrian Yanez. Yanez. 2nd round knockout. I think that's a pretty safe bet. I'd say that's a 80% chance that he's able to get the knockout somewhere in between these 3 rounds, or he just cruises to a decision. But I think Yanez has got it. Alrighty. We got Gable the Loophole Stevenson versus Elijah Ellingson. Holy shit, this dude's a minus 3,000 favorite. God damn. I don't think he should be that big of a favorite, but I get it, dude. I get it. Like, he's meant to straight up destroy this guy. Look, man. I don't think it's gonna be a walk in the park like how most people are thinking. I think Elijah Ellingson, like, with literally no pressure whatsoever on his back, he's gonna be able to perform at least a little bit good, dude. At least the first couple of minutes. And then maybe that's when Gable Steveson takes him down, and then the rest is history. But I don't know if I want to go with first round TKO or second round TKO by Gable Steveson. Because this dude's basically John Jones' protege, is what people are calling him. That's probably why he's got the minus 3,000 favorite. And, you know, he's used to using loopholes, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, I think it's pretty clear that Gable Steveson is meant to win this fight. I'd say first round knockout is probably the safest prediction. He might get a submission, but I haven't seen any submission skills from Gable Steveson. He is a wrestler, first of all. So I think he'd just mount and then just start ground and pounding. But we'll see, dude. Maybe Elijah Ellingson is going to be the new, like, biggest underdog to ever win. Because I'm pretty sure this is the biggest underdog in UFC history. So that would be pretty cool. But safest bet obviously is Gable Steveson TKO. So yeah, it's a fight for him meant to win and show out. So we'll see what happens. Okay, next up, no, they got my boy at light heavyweight now, dude. We got Rob Whittaker versus Nikita Krylov. I'm gonna have to go with Rob Whittaker, dude. I can't choose against my boy, especially on his new ventures to light heavyweight, dude. I think this is a fight that he's going to be able to show out. He has the speed. I think he has the tools to be able to catch Nikita Krylov. He might be a little bit smaller in there, which is kind of scary, but I don't know, dude. I think he can do it, dude. Like, if he blitzes in like how he usually does, I think he'll be able to catch Nikita Krylov at one point. And if he catches him, I just hope he has enough power to, like, rattle his bell, dude. I saw him do it to Ikram, so I'm believing in him, because Nikita Krylov does have a glass chin, dude. You only need to touch him once, and that's it, dude. And I'm hoping... I hope all this talk about pillow hand Whittaker will go away after this, dude. I hope he gets his knockout that I'm expecting him to get. But fuck, dude, Nikita Krylov, like, in his last fight, he did look hella impressive, bro. Hella. Fuck, dude, I don't know, but I think Robert Whittaker's got this. He's got it. I gotta believe in my boy. Rob. Robert Whittaker wins by TKO, I'd say third round. He finds the range. Nikita Krylov is finally slowing down after a couple leg kicks, dude. Foot stomps, and then boom, overhand right over the top. Puts him down, dude. Ground and pound, out cold. He gets stiffed out like Saddam Hussein type shit, dude. Alright. We got the hood main event. We got the YNs versus the Unks, dude. I think the Unk still got it, dude. I'm not even gonna lie. I think Unk might still got it. But the safe pick would be to go with Terrence McKinney. I don't know who exactly to pick in this fight because both King Green and Terrence McKinney are like, as soon as they get touched, dude, it's tough to choose because, I mean, Bobby Green has been looking really good in his past few fights. But Terrence McKinney, when he wins like that, you know what I mean? So this is like one of the hardest fights to pick. I mean, every McKinney fight is pretty hard to pick because you just don't know whether it's going to be McKinney getting slimed out or McKinney doing the sliming out. I want to pick McKinney so bad because I want him to go on a good winning or fight win streak, but King Green just has more tools in the bag, dude. He has more tools in the bag. But if he gets hit, then he's gonna go down for sure, dude. He's gonna face plant. Alright. I'm trying to play it out in my head to see what happens. And in every scenario, I just see King Green getting slumped out cold, dude. After the first one hits. Because the thing with McKinney is that you can't predict what he's gonna throw. Like, he doesn't know what he's gonna throw, so you don't even know what he's gonna throw. So as soon as one of those do connect, I feel like Bobby's gonna get chinned. And he's gonna get chinned bad. So fuck it, dude. I'm going with the YNs. I'm sticking with Terrence McKinney, round 1 TKO, dude. Round 1 TKO. Alright, moving on. Brandon Royval versus Loner Kavanagh. This one's tough, dude. I really like Brandon. But Loner Kavanagh has been showing off that he beat up my boy Brandon in Mexico, dude. He beat up my boy. And honestly, like, the way he beat up Brandon Moreno, I mean. Brandon Moreno, the Mexican. Not Brandon Royval, the American Mexican. Like, Brandon Royval went to, I'm pretty sure it was a split decision with Brandon Moreno. And then Loner Kavanagh was able to absolutely shut out Brandon Moreno for 5 rounds on short notice. So, I mean, if MMA math is MMA math, then Loner Kavanagh should have this in the bag. And look, dude, I like Royval, but his last 2 losses were pretty bad. That fucking war with Van, and then getting knocked out in the first round by Manel Gyno Bender Cop, dude. Dude, like, I just can't bring myself to pick Brandon, dude. He's my boy, and I want him to get revenge for the other Brandon. But, fuck, dude, I can't pick him. I'm gonna have to go with Loner Kavanagh to KO Brandon Royval, unfortunately. I think Loner Kavanagh's hands are pretty good. I rate them pretty highly, and I think he's going to be able to put on the combos on Brandon. And seeing Brandon get knocked out in the way he did, I think his chin might not be the same afterwards, especially after though. Dude, he's had so many wars at this point. And I think that's definitely starting to take a toll on his chin. Because, like, he's always been chinny, but now he's extra chinny, I feel like. But we'll see. Loner Kavanagh, this is the fight to prove yourself against yet another Brandon. So we'll see what happens. Loner Kavanagh did get knocked out by Charles Johnson. And we saw what happened to the last person who got knocked out by Charles Johnson, dude. That's all I'm going to say. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think Loner Kavanagh has the tools to pull off this win. If not by TKO, then definitely decision. But we'll see. Next up is gonna be the Sandman, Corey Sandhagen versus Mario Bautista. Now this is a rematch, which Corey won by submission the last time, I'm pretty sure. That was quite a while ago. Mario Bautista has been going on a tear recently. But yet again, let's look at his competition. Like, Vinicius Oliveira, you know what I mean? It's okay. Vinicius almost got finished by Andre Fili in his last fight until he got to the second round and then took over. But it took a loss to Umar. That's not a bad loss. He dropped Umar. Won against Patchy. You know what I mean? Patchy Mix got knocked out by an 18-year-old Asian dude in Ryzen. Right after this, dude. Literally right after this, he got knocked out by an 18-year-old in Ryzen. So, I don't rate that Patchy Mix win too highly. So his last 2 wins not too good. Jose Aldo at the very split end of his career. We all know how that went. You know what I mean? And then Ricky Simon, that one's actually a decent win. But this is where I'm going with this, dude. Corey Sandhagen has been fighting some of the tippy top. Like, other than him, both of these guys have fought Umar, and they've both lost to Umar. Mario Bautista definitely has been the person improving a lot faster. And I feel like that's just because Corey Sandhagen has kind of plateaued at the top. Like, he's at the very top, but I feel like he just can't improve any of his skills so much so that he can become a champ. So he's kind of just like at the very, very, very tippy top of the mountain, but he's not at the very summit, if you know what I mean. He's just stuck like right below it, dude. And he can't find the way to get all the way up to the peak. And I don't know. I feel like Mario Bautista is making leaps and bounds towards that peak, quote unquote. But I think I'm gonna still have to go with Corey Sandhagen, dude. I think he's gonna be the better fighter. He's gonna go in there with the mental advantage that he has won against Mario Bautista before. He's won against Mario Bautista before, and I don't know. I just think his reach is gonna be too much. Mario Bautista does have good hands. He's got good wrestling. But I feel like Corey has all the tools to be able to stuff that because he's been seeing good wrestlers. He's been seeing good boxers, dude. So I think I'm gonna go with Sandhagen by decision, dude. That's the safest bet. Mario Bautista is gonna drag this into a decision. He's a tough out every single time. So I think Sandhagen has what it takes, but it's not super high confidence. Mario Bautista still could win. This is like I'd say 60-40% chance that he wins, 60 to Sandhagen. But I don't know, man. This one's kind of a tough one to decide too, because both of them are really good, and they don't have like no glaring weakness in any area. But they're also not like super good at a single area, if you know what I mean. But we'll see. I think I'm gonna just have to go with Corey to be able to win this by decision, because he has been fighting the better competition, even though he has kind of plateaued in his, I guess, performances. I think this is gonna be able to be a kind of like a bounce back. Y'all must have forgot performance, dude. If he like absolutely destroys Mario Bautista and shuts him down like how Mario Bautista shut down Vinicius, then like we'll be talking about Corey Sandhagen versus Sean O'Malley, Corey Sandhagen versus Piotr Jan. Like we'll be talking about these fights again. But he needs to prove it to us. He needs to prove that he does belong here at the very tippity top. But we'll see. I think Corey Sandhagen's got it, dude. Alright, co-main event of the evening. We got Benoit Saint Denis versus Paddy Pimblett. This is one of the toughest fights. I think this is directly just a 50-50 fight after what happened with Ilya and Gaethje, dude. This is one of the most 50-50 fights I think I've seen. I like Benoit Saint Denis, but the only thing I can't get behind is that he's French. The only reason I hate French people is because of Cyril Gane, dude. Screw that, dude. Just because of that, I'm gonna go with Paddy Pimblett. I want to say he knocks out Benoit Saint Denis because I've seen Benoit Saint Denis be weak to the body, you know? I've seen him get hurt multiple times, and even to the chin. Sometimes, he looks like he's uncomfortable in the fights. And Paddy has shown the ability to just get absolutely battered, but still keep getting up and being able to throw like power shots. I mean, he was in there with Gaethje for 5 rounds, dude. I think Gaethje would have probably chinned Benoit in the 2nd or 3rd round, dude. So, at the end of the day, I think Paddy Pimblett is a little bit underrated. And he's the slight underdog, so I think I'm gonna have to go with him, dude. People are doubting him, and we just saw what Gaethje did to Ilya. I'm gonna have to go with Paddy Pimblett, dude. Paddy Pimblett by submission round 2, I'd say. After he gets Benoit to get tired a little bit, I think he beats him up maybe on the feet in the first round. Second round, Benoit tries to get a takedown, and then fucking Paddy Pimblett jumps on a Gilly or something, dude. I don't know, but I think it's more it's more probable that Paddy gets a submission, but it's totally possible that he gets a knockout, if you know what I mean. I think it might be one of those situations where he like stuns him with a shot and then he jumps on his back, submits him, or who knows, dude? Maybe he'll just knock him out clean out cold, just ground and pound. But I'd say more likely that he goes to a submission. Nah, you know what? I'd say he gets the TKO, dude. Fuck it. He's gonna try and make this fun, dude. He's gonna try and make this fun. I'm gonna say TKO round 2. He gets on mount, kind of like how Renato Moicano beat the shit out of him. I think he's gonna do something similar, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think Paddy's got this. It's like I'd say 55-45 chance. Cause like it's a fucking close ass fight, dude. I wouldn't be surprised if Benoit just absolutely starches Paddy in the first round. Like he gets hit by a big ass shot and then Paddy goes down. Like I said, that last war with Justin was what, not even 6 months ago, dude. So how much has Paddy really recovered from that, dude? We'll see. We'll see what happens. I think Paddy's got it though. Okay, boys, now for the main event of the evening. We got a main event at welterweight. The rematch. Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway. You're crazy if you think I'm going to choose anyone other than Max Holloway to knock out Conor, dude. There's no fucking way Conor comes back and has a magical, mystic fucking performance, dude. If that somehow happens, dude, like, I'm gonna legit start questioning everything about MMA, dude. Literally everything. Cause why the fuck would someone that's been out for 5 fucking years? 5 fucking years! Why the fuck, how the fuck would they return to the tippity top of the division, dude? Max Holloway is no fucking slouch, bro. He's been putting in the work for the past 5 years, only fighting the best of the best, dude, and he's only lost to the pound for pound best fighters. So like, how do you think Conor's gonna come back and just magically be that guy, dude? Like, he hasn't been in the gym, dude. We know what he's been doing, dude. We've all seen the social media posts. We know what he's been up to. Lifting weights. You know what I mean? Like, look, dude, the only chance Conor McGregor gets is in the first minute or 2. I'd say that's when he's gonna have the best chance to knock out Max Holloway, is in the first minute. First minute 30, dude. That's all I'm giving him. If he can't knock out Max by then, dude, all hope is lost, dude. Put the house on Max, dude, because ain't no way he's gonna lose. Dude, he's one of the most, like, what's it called? He's got the highest strike differential in UFC history, some shit like that. And just the highest amount of fucking significant strikes even landed in UFC history. And what the fuck has Conor done, dude? He's been being a fucking drug addict, dude. Like, yeah, he says he's clean now, whatever. I've seen the embedded episodes and shit like that. He didn't appear until the 3rd one just now. And he does not... I mean, I don't know if y'all get the same feeling, but I got the feeling that he doesn't really want to be there, dude. Like, he's kind of regretting his choices. So I don't even know if this fight's actually even gonna happen, dude. Like, until he steps into the octagon, I'm gonna have some doubt that maybe Conor's just gonna pull out, dude. And I'm pretty sure they have Mauricio Rufy as the backup for that, so I'll give you a quick prediction. Max Holloway still wins. Okay, done. But either way, I think if this fight does happen, on the day of the fight, Max Holloway's gonna be able to TKO Conor McGregor and steal all his glory. I think this is what Max Holloway needs, especially after freaking losing to Charles Oliveira in the way that he did. Um, he needs an exciting fight to get him back, dude. And he needs... Look, dude, if he gets to knock out Conor McGregor, dude, I think that would be a nice treat for everyone in the MMA community. I feel like everyone... I think it would be a service to everyone if he knocks out Conor McGregor. I think Conor McGregor went on his little ayahuasca trip, whatever the fuck he did. And then he came back realizing, like, oh, dude, I've been making a fool of myself. I've been making a fool of myself. And then he had a realization. It's like, oh, dude, I need to get knocked out in front of everyone in order to be humble again. And that's exactly what's going to happen, dude. Max Holloway's going to fulfill that destiny. So I'm going to go with Max Holloway by third round TKO. I think Conor McGregor's going to try and tough it out too much. He's going to try and like hype it up. First round, maybe he's going to like, you know, be throwing the typical Conor shit. Second round, he's going to start looking a little gassed. Towards the end of the second round, maybe he gets dropped. Third round starts, he's looking a lot like more scared. His corner's telling him not to freak out, dude. His freaking hair's everywhere, bloodied nose, and then boom! 1-2, straight down the freaking middle. Max Holloway rocks him, dude. Conor McGregor doesn't know what to do. He starts fucking backing up against the fence, and then fucking Max Holloway releases one of the best combos we see. Maybe like a 54 punch combo straight to fucking Conor's dome, straight to Conor's body. Freaking, I don't know, he'll fucking hammer fist his leg, dude. And he's gonna be able to TKO Conor McGregor, dude. You know what would be funny, dude, if he like hammer fists his titanium shin bone, dude, and he goes down. That would be hilarious. But either way, I think Holloway gets the TKO. We've already had too many unexpected things happen this year. Sean Strickland winning against Chimaev. Literally, we had what's it called? What was the last fight? Justin Gaethje won against Ilya. I think we're gonna the MMA freaking gods need a course correct right now and be like, okay, too much crazy shit has been happening. We need to start correcting the ship and being like, the people that need to actually win need to win. You know what I mean? And Max Holloway, goddamn it, is meant to win this fight, dude. If anyone's meant to win this fight, it's Max Holloway. If anyone deserves to win this fucking fight, it's Max Holloway. And he's such a nice dude. He's literally one of my favorite fighters of all time. I still remember him knocking out Justin Gaethje in UFC 300. That was absolutely legendary. Legendary. And I think Max Holloway's got the magic. He's got the blessed hands, dude. So I'm gonna expect Max Holloway to give Conor McGregor his blessings straight to the chin. And yeah, that's gonna be all she wrote, dude. Conor McGregor's gonna he's either gonna see that fighting needs to be a full-time, like, you need to dedicate yourself fully to this or else you're not gonna be able to win. And then he's gonna like start training again and start doing all this shit. But I doubt it. He's 37 years old. He's almost 38, so this is like his last chance to, I guess, be a superstar in MMA again. If he somehow wins this, it's gonna instantly catapult him to the top, and he's gonna start talking shit again. We all know what's gonna happen, and I just hope that doesn't happen. For everyone's sake, for MMA's sake, dude, I hope it doesn't happen. Max Holloway needs to slime out Conor McGregor and teach this dude a lesson. You can't just leave for 5 years and come back and have your little fairy tale moment, dude. You're not Johnny Bones Jones coming up to heavyweight, fighting an old man Stipe Miocic, dude. You're fighting a young, in his prime, Max Holloway, dude. So, Max Holloway, TKO round 3. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my breakdowns for UFC 329. I'm your boy Rox. Let me know what you guys think below, your predictions, and yeah. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.